this video I'm excited to do, it's for all the new moms out there. And this is called my mommy grates and mommy waists. Grates, of course, are what I really felt worked for us, and waists were stuff we spent money on and don't even use. So, a couple of these things that are going to be on my waist, you guys are going to be like, seriously, is this chick for real? That was a waist? But again, these are strictly my opinions, and these are what I feel worked best for us and what hasn't worked for us, or stuff that we bought and haven't used. So for all you moms or new moms out there, some of this stuff may be informative for you and some of it may not. This is, again, just solely my opinion, what worked for us. So let's go ahead and, without further ado, get into the video. First grate was a bottle warmer. This was something that I thought was the stupidest thing. We weren't going to use it because I was all gung-ho, breastfeed, breastfeed, that's all I'm going to do is breastfeed and pump. Well, little did I know that there are some times where you might not be able just to breastfeed. Problem that we ran into was I wasn't producing enough milk, so we had a supplement. So good thing, my husband was like, well, no, I'm going to get this. So bottle warmer was perfect. Reason that it worked so good for us and was so fast and efficient was Grayson liked to eat like a horse and wanted to eat all the time. So I would have breast milk or I would have regular milk, and we would just have bottles made already in the refrigerator, which worked really well at night. So all we would do is take the bottle, put it in the bottle warmer, say the bottle was 4 ounces, turn the little knob to 4 ounces, the water would then bubble up and basically boil and cook the bottle. It was so perfect. Another thing, people are probably like, well, why don't you just use warm tap water? Well, yeah, you could do that, but we, just again, something that we chose, we didn't and don't use tap water for Grayson's bottles. We use nursery water. So it works perfect because the nursery water is at room temperature, and so it has a button on there for either if the bottle is cold or if the bottle is at room temperature. Push the correct button, put how many ounces, and boom, presto, zappo, your bottle is cooked to perfection. So this bottle warmer, I believe, was $60 and worked perfect for us. Second thing that was great for us was receiving blankets. There's a bunch of different receiving blankets out there. Again, this is what worked the best for us. These receiving blankets right here are nice and big. They're breathable, and these were the perfect receiving blankets that we could have purchased. Here, I don't even know if I'm saying this right. The company that we bought them from, we got them at Target and Bye Bye Baby, but the company that makes them is Aden Anais. I hope I'm really saying that right. Here is the tag. But these were probably the best purchase. They are a little spendy. I believe $40 for 4 blankets, but it's so worth it. Grayson at night would get really, really, really hot and sweaty, and so these blankets were perfect for him for wrapping him up in. He would not sleep well if he wasn't swaddled tight. And these were just really breathable and let some of the air reach him while also keeping him warm. Therefore, he wasn't like profusely sweating at night while he was sleeping. And I feel just gave him a more comfortable sleep at night. So these, again, receiving blankets we felt were a great purchase. My third mommy grate was the Mama Roo Swing by 4 Moms. This is just the packaging for the newborn insert that we got, but this is what a lot of their packaging looks like. When we first found out that we were pregnant and we seen this swing, Rocky was like, yeah, that's the Cadillac of swings, and that's what I'm getting my baby when they're born. Thank you so much to my mom and my dad. They bought the swing for us when they came down and visited, and we got a lot of use out of it. That swing will set you back $280, but it's well worth it. The swing is still in great condition, still works great, so we will be using it when we have another person. hold on. Another person? Yeah, I'm just going to pop out a person. No, we will be using it again when we have another baby. So again, it is a little bit on the spendy side, but it worked well for us. Especially during the day when Grayson's getting sleepy, we can just pop him in there and there's nice rocking. We'll rock him to sleep, and the cool thing about it is it doesn't just have one setting on it. You have a few settings. So you have tree swing, car ride, ocean, kangaroo, rockabye, and I think that's it. And then you can choose how high you want you can choose how fast you want the swing to go. Again, great purchase. I feel is one of the best swings that you could possibly buy out there. Again, so my fourth mommy great would be the little Einsteins playmat. They have a bunch of playmat. Rocky's sister got us the little Einsteins ocean playmat. This playmat is $60 to $70, and what we liked so much about it was it grows with your baby. So Grayson would lay on there and kind of look above at all of the toys, look at the side for the lights of the song when he was a newborn. Excuse me. Then there's a pillow on there that you can take off and use for tummy time. Then not only that, as your child gets older, your child's going to start reaching for the things. So Grayson can start reaching the things. He puts them in his mouth. He bats and plays with them. So we just felt that that was a great thing to invest in. Well, actually, Rocky's sister. So thank you, Rocky's sister. I won't put your name out there. But yeah, thank you for getting that, because, I mean, Grayson, I mean, he loves it. Again, like I said, he's been using it from when we first brought him home. He could actually kind of look at things and, you know, get stimulated by things that he was looking at. So my fifth and last mommy great would be the pack and play. The pack and play that we got was, of course, had your playpen down below, and then you put a divider in it. You have a bassinet that sits on one side, and then you have a changing table. The one nice thing about the pack and play that we purchased was it came with a stand, so you could take the bassinet out of the pack and play and put it in the stand and put it next to your bed. This worked perfectly for us, and this pack and play cost us $270. I would say out of all the stuff that we purchased for Grayson, this was the best thing ever. When I'm at work, Grayson sleeps in the bassinet at the babysitter, so it's easy to travel with. I can take the stand and the bassinet. She has it over at her house, and he sleeps in it. So multi-use purpose. Great piece of furniture to buy, I feel, for your baby. Okay. So now we'll go ahead and we'll go on to mommy waist. So for my first mommy waist, the first thing was a nursing pillow. Some people really enjoy a nursing pillow. I just didn't find it any more comfortable nursing with this pillow than just using a regular pillow to nurse with. I could never get it to work. Grayson was always uncomfortable on it. This is the pillow that I had purchased, so it has the thing that can go around your waist. This one also came with a vibrator in it, so you could put the baby on the pillow and it would vibrate, kind of rock him to sleep. I bought this. This was $60, and I probably used it maybe once or twice. Again, maybe I just didn't know how to use it correctly. I just would get frustrated with it and would say screw it, and I would use regular pillows. This just was more of a nuisance to me than I felt even helped, so that was a waste. Okay, so my second mommy waist would be a crib. Now I'm sure some of you people's jaws have dropped. You're thinking, what the hell? But yeah. I know there's a lot of us out there that at first when we got pregnant, no, my child's going to sleep in their own bed. They're not going to sleep in our bed. We're not going to do that. That's how we started out first too. And now we're co-sleeping. It's just something that has stuck and something that I guess we've just decided to do, and it works out for us. There's some parents who don't want to do that. There's some parents that do. It's all in how you want to parent, and you know, it might work great for others and might not work great for others. So the crib was $300, and it was just a big waste to us. We could have been better off just using the pack and play for him to take naps and spend this money on a crib. Sure, it looks great sitting in his room, but he's never in his room. So the crib again was one of our wastes that we just should never got. Okay, the second one kind of goes in conjunction with the crib, and that would be a baby monitor. Rocky did all this research on a baby monitor. We spent $280 on it, and we haven't even used it once because Grayson sleeps with us. There's no need to use it. He picked this up on Amazon, and this is the Angel Care one that has a night light. You can use with a tripod, has infrared camera, color video transmission, LCD touchscreen, two-way communication, day and night vision, and it also comes with a movement sensor pad. So these are all the stuff that comes in it. So here you have your picture. Here's your two-way radio. And then here is the pad. So Rocky did a lot of research on this particular one, and what it is the baby, you put a piece of plywood over it, then your baby's mattress, and this basically senses if your baby is breathing or not. Now, if we use this, it would have been a great product, and I think if, you know, you aren't going to choose to co-sleep and you are going to be really strict and strong about your child sleeping in their own bed, then I highly recommend getting a baby monitor and getting this one. I know for me, when we first brought Grayson home, he was sleeping in his bassinet next to our bed, and I know that I would wake up in the middle of the night just checking to make sure that he was still breathing. So this monitor was a great purchase at the time, had we, you know, because we had every intention to use it, but downhill, now it's just been a waste and we haven't even used it. It's just basically have sat in the box. I just now took it out of the box to show you guys what it looks like. So that was a waste for us. Our fourth waste was a wipe warmer. You want your child to have the best of everything, especially when it's your first child. And I know for us, you know, we waited 7 years. We didn't wait. We tried for 7 years to have a child, and then when we had our child, we had Grayson. We're like, oh my gosh, like he has to have the best of everything, top of the line. Everything has to have the best. So we're like, well, yeah, he's gonna be getting changed. We don't want his wipes to be cold. Poor baby, God forbid we wipe his pee-pee and his butt with cold wipes. We used the wipe warmer once and it sucked. It literally sucked. I swear, kind of like just made the wipes, I mean the wipes were warm, but it made the wipes like wet, and I feel like it took the cleansing stuff out of the wipes. So you're basically wiping your baby with you could use a wet washcloth. The wipe warmer sucked. I mean, we had great intentions, just as every parent has great intentions getting these things that they make. But yeah, the wipe warmer was a waste. It was $40 and it was a waste. So I don't recommend getting a wipe warmer. Okay, last but not least, my fifth waste would have been my breast pump. The reason that it was such a waste was I wish I would have just rented a breast pump that my hospital had. You can, you know, you basically would have to buy the little attachments because I don't want to be using anyone else's cooties. Yeah, sitting there pumping and knowing someone else's tata has been on that suction cup. No, thank you. So I think if I would have known, I wouldn't have been breastfeeding for as long as I intended. The breast pump would have been a great purchase and a great investment. I spent $300 on my breast pump, and it was the Pump and Style by Medela, and it, I mean, was great. But when I was using it, I was able to use it for about two and it months. Just, I think for me, it just, Grayson stopped breastfeeding at 2 months. He didn't want to breastfeed anymore, and I just couldn't keep up with the pumping. So I feel like for me, that was a big waste. Now the product itself is great, and anyone who has every intention of breastfeeding for a long time and wants to pump and get a stockpile of breast milk, then this item would be great for them. But for me, because I wasn't able to breastfeed as long as I wanted to, this was a huge waste, and I wish I would have just, again, rented the breast pumps that my hospital provided rather than going and spending $300 on a product that I maybe used, I don't know, 20 times. So that was, you know, a waste for me. But to each their own, of course. You know, some of these things are going to work for others and some of them aren't. But that is it for my mommy greats and my mommy wastes. So I hope some of you, I know I do have some friends that are going to be new moms out there. I hope this video was informative to you. Again, I know some things are going to work for others and not others. These are just my opinions. Again, I can't stress that enough. These are just my personal opinions, what I feel worked best and worked great for us. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps. And if you want to, please, please, please subscribe to my channel. And I hope you guys have a great and lovely week.